Energy drink makers such as Red Bull in the future may face being sued if the information disclosed in Dr. Kelly's recent report is correct.
What if I told you you didn't need to work? That you don't need money, and you could have all that you needed. Every man, woman and child would be fed, watered and clothed, and live in harmony with the earth. This could be fact. Wonder why we don't. When the end comes, not only won't we see it coming, we'll embrace it with open arms and pay 30% for the pleasure. So this is for you who are awake, or who want to be awake and finally see the light. It's time you knew the truth. To see the world as it truly is. To break away from the shackles that enslave you into a system. A system based on fear. Your fear. When the men behind the curtain run out of enemies, you're next. This is not an uprising, but an awakening. So stand up and be counted, eyes to the horizon. Change is long overdue.
This is my job. I'm sure it might only be a stopgap, but it's a job and it's a good one.
You think that's a good job?
I enjoy it.
Dion, you're better than that. More educated, better prospects. I know it's a knock to your confidence being out of work, but something good will come around, you'll see.
Something good has come around.
Really? In that case, you may as well just pack a bag, jump on a plane, go and work on your mum and Dave's at crappy bar in Tenerife.
Nice, Jeff. Nice.
I'm sorry, it's just... I want you to be happy. I want you to realise that is not a job for someone like you.
I've got to get back. I'll see you at home.
My mum used to say sweet tea, good chocolate cake and decent conversation could save the world. Come on, come and try some of Dad's cake. I swear, I can live off this stuff. Oh, and his carrot cake. Oh my God, and his ginger cake. Good, right?
That was better than...
Sex. All right, boys.
To be fair, not hard to be better than boys.
Well, today that is.
I can just be such a dick sometimes.
Your boyfriend?
Jeff? Yeah. He's got good intentions. Just doesn't know when to stop pushing. I love him. I know he loves me. I just think he loves his job more sometimes. Being a policeman seems to be all that matters to him. But that and holidays and money, buying expensive stuff we don't need. Just always thought there'd be more to life. Is that the meaning of life? Stuff?
Surely joy's the meaning of life. Yeah, the question is what makes you happy? What gives you joy?
Eyes open, he's down. stand up, eyes open, ears down to the ground. 'Cause there is nothing in this story that is new for us to find. Thus and age that is comparable to the books of Sarah.
Having a good time, girls?
Hey, you.
Did you get back from that job?
Jeff.
Or did you?
Yes. I didn't get it.
Don't worry, darling. Dream job will turn up. And that is my cue to leave.
That was quick.
Yeah, just wanted to see how the job hunt was going.
So, you found that dream job?
No. When I was a kid, I don't remember anybody saying they wanted to work in an office when they grew up. Everyone wanted to be dancers or firemen or astronauts.
Yes, I always thought I'd do something creative, like writing children's stories.
Reports confirm another earthquake centred just off the coast of Brighton occurred at 11:20 p.m. yesterday. High magnitude earthquakes are rare in the UK, however the last 6 months have seen 7 earthquakes with increasing magnitude in this area of the country alone.
Oi, oi, beautiful girls! You want to come and sit on my face?
John, you're such a charmer, aren't you?
Dion, that sounds a bit like a chat-up line. And beautiful girls like you don't need chat-up lines. You just say go and I'll take you anywhere you like.
I've just cleaned that.
John, Dad's upstairs.
Yes, boss. Can I have a sexy sandwich, please?
You're such a twat.
Yeah, but an annoyingly lovable one. So how's the kids' story going?
It's not really. I mean, I've got some ideas, it's just nothing's sticking. Maybe I need to be inspired.
John, without some smutty one-liner, what can Dion do to get inspired?
She needs a change of perspective.
Change of perspective.
I was going to go for a walk in the park. You want to come? I could make
John,
you...
don't finish that sentence.
So you want to?
Go for a walk? Yes.
Juicy.
That's the sort of status I thought, you dirty bit. Coming over here stealing our jobs. Spare some change. Thanks, mate.
What'd you do that for?
Tenner's just a pack of fags and a coffee.
Don't you just think he'll spend it on booze?
Does it matter?
Well, yeah.
Why? Because he's had a run of bad luck. We all have good days and bad days. And we've all got our story to tell. And everyone's on the same path. Yet most people walk around with their blinkers on, eyes closed, never considering anyone else.
What do you mean?
Well, look around you. What do you see?
People having lunch. A homeless guy. Kids in the park, just hanging out.
Hanging out, interacting.
Yeah.
Look at them, Dion. Not one of those kids is interacting with another one. They're all on their phones, sending texts or checking websites. Why don't they talk to each other? If they wanted to talk to the people they're on the phone to, why don't they hang out with them? You know, we're told we're connected via mobile phones and social networks and all that bollocks. We're communicating, but we're not connected. Excuse me, mate. You dropped something.
What? Fuck off.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, and that's the level of ignorance we're up against. Like, you see a wanker, I see what's wrong with people. They're cut off, shut down, locked out, mind-controlled, taught to hate, self-obsessed slaves. If you look, if anyone looks, you'll see that class, status, race, religion are all here to shackle us to systems that do not work. We need to break free from them, regardless of colour, creed, or anything else which stops us uniting.
Deep.
Probably a bit much for a first date. Do you really want to write a kid's story?
Yeah.
And stop talking about it and just do it. Put your money where your mouth is. First thing to do is learn to be a kid again. Come on. Let's be dicks.
Pardon?
Hop on. Go on, hop on.
You really are a dick.
I'll show you how we dicks do.
And this guy's totally junior to me, and I said to him, there is
Lily!
no... What?
Oh my god! Look, Dad, Dion's here. What are you doing here? Oh. You sometimes come here when we want a night out. Oh, hi, Jeff.
Hi.
You have to come meet Ernest.
Ernest?
We could learn slowly to trust and to let make decisions.
Look, guys, Dion.
Oh, this is Ernest.
Pleasure to meet you, young lady.
Pleasure's all mine.
I disagree.
Why don't you come and join us?
We'd love to.
Actually, we're going home.
What?
Yeah.
Stay for one drink, Jeff. Please, they're my new friends.
Yeah, your friends. Not mine.
Jeff, please.
No.
Please.
Part of no, didn't you understand? I said, we're going home.
Okay. I'll see you at home.
What?
I'm staying. Jeff's going home, guys. He's not feeling it tonight.
Well, maybe next time.
Dion, darling. We're talking about the 2012 Olympic logo.
What about it?
Well, symbols are the imaginative signposts of life. People see different things in symbols.
For example, the 2012 symbol looks like it spells the word Zion. Zion is basically the New Jerusalem, which is rumoured to be in London.
Dad!
Whereas I think it looks like Lisa Simpson giving a blowjob.
What?
Maggie.
What?
It's Maggie Simpson giving head.
Someone died on Sunday. The funeral
He was so pissed off. He hardly spoke to me at all on Sunday.
Not being funny, Dion, but we feel a certain way because we let ourselves. No one's responsible for anyone else's feelings.
That's a bit harsh.
Not at all. Okay, look, take right now. You feel a little upset about how you treated Jeff. But you feel that way because in some ways you know it's over. And you put yourself first for a change. Being caught up in the moment was a kickback because he's always putting himself first.
I guess. It's weird. It's all I've had since I've moved here. And then I met you guys and my whole life's different. I feel happy and at home here.
Well, home is where the heart is. Ah, what's up, John? What, no come on today?
Dion, did you ride your bike to work today?
Yeah?
And it was locked up out front?
Yeah. Why?
It was locked up out front.
What? Oh, no way. No.
Oh, Dion.
What's the point? It's a crappy old bike. People steal anything these days.
There's not much you can do. Speak to Jeff.
Yeah. Well, it just sucks.
Tell you what, I'll walk you home. And if you're really lucky, I'll buy you some chips.
Really? Chips along the promenade and you walking me home totally makes up for my bike being stolen. What? No. Take you up the promenade in a minute. At no point in your offer of a walk home and chips did you say anything about stealing them.
Share and share alike.
I bet if it was a car that was stolen, they'd make more of a fuss.
At least you own your bike.
What?
Nobody owns their car.
What?
Seriously, when you buy a car, you have to register it, right?
With the DVLA.
Right. and they send you back a document which says you're the keeper of the car, not the owner. Nowhere on that document does it say that you own that car. You basically hand it over to them, and they allow you to use it.
Oh, bullshit.
Don't take my word for it. Go home and dig out Jeff's documents and check the small print. Just so you know, the dictionary definition for keeper is a person who guards or watches. Don't take my word for it. Question everything.
Question everything.
Hang on.
Nearly done with those sandwiches?
2 minutes, I promise.
Hey, babe.
Oh, hey you. Sorry, I'm really busy at the moment.
Just want to check how the job hunt was going.
Oh my God. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, I just want to see the happy worker doing her job.
Do you know what, Jeff? I haven't been looking for a job because I like it here. And it's your dream job for me. It's not my dream job. Do you even know what I really want to do?
Well, clearly it's making sandwiches and being someone's lackey. I suppose you'll be happy making coffee for other people the rest of your life. I don't even know who you are anymore. You've got no drive, no ambition. What's the girl I fell in love with?
You finished with the sandwiches, yeah?
1 minute.
You okay, Jeff? You're a policeman, eh?
Police officer.
Why do you work?
Why do I work? To earn money? To live?
Well, that's where you're wrong. You don't need money to live.
Of course you do. What's he going to live on? Air?
And food, clothing, roof over your head.
Which you have to pay for with money.
Well, in our current system, yeah. I wonder, you've seen all the horrific crimes and death. Is this all that you wanted? Seeing other people's lust, greed, and anger, and ability to be destructive. Was this all you hoped for? Or does it make you feel bitter? And long for something better?
Sandwiches are ready.
Thanks.
You know what, Dan? If this is who you want to be, if this is it, being his lackey, then I guess we're done. You may as well collect your stuff.
I will do and be whatever I want to be. So I'll collect my things.
With love, Dion. With love. Lily, come and make these sandwiches.
Sure thing.
You staying?
Of course she is. But she can crash with me.
Thanks, if that's all right.
When you get rid of this lot, there's a chocolate cake with your name on it, girls.
When the situation wasn't more manageable, all action was neglected. Now that it has so assiduously eluded our grip.
All right,
Wow, something smells amazing. I thought you were sleeping. I was going to bring some up. Oh, no, I was reading. I picked up 1984 off the shelf.
Big Brother is watching.
Sit your ass down and eat some grub. It's good to have you here, Princess.
Oh, I left the salad in the fridge.
Did you grab the wine?
Grab the glasses then.
Oh, I'll get them.
Never read the introduction before you read the book.
So, a toast to old friends and new friends and new beginnings.
Dion, I don't want to upset you, but your boyfriend is a prick.
Where did that come from?
Lily was telling me.
John. Dion, I was just saying.
She was just telling me about his little display in here earlier. Who does that shit?
What, behaviour or relationships?
Both. Should be all about wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I bet that's how long it takes you as well.
Lily, I'll give you something to choke on.
Enough.
Laugh it up, girls. Laugh it up.
But John does have a valid point.
About Jeff being a prick.
Why?
No. It's about relationships. Soulmates. Now, that was Plato's idea. He said that before men and women, there was one being. There was one being who had 4 legs, 4 arms, 2 heads, 2 hearts, and 1 soul. But the gods got jealous, seeing these creatures playing happily. So Zeus sent down a lightning storm, splitting all of these creatures in 2 down the tummy button. So now these creatures only had 2 legs. 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 head, 1 heart, and only half a soul. This is why people all search for their soulmates, their other half.
Thanks for that.
Point is, Jonathan, that finding someone we could actually spend forever with is an extremely hard thing to do. But this is the one thing that all us humans search for, even if we say that we're not.
Connection.
The ultimate connection.
Jeff's still a prick.
So maybe Jeff was not your soulmate, Dion. You clearly want different things. You have different ideals.
Well, hang on a sec. Well, it all feels a bit like double standards. Yeah, Jeff was driven by his career and job and money. But from where I'm sitting, you're all doing the same thing. Isn't that a little bit hypocritical?
Ooh, this one's got fire in her belly. I like that.
Well, fair point, but Jeff said he needs money to live. And from what you said, he spends his money on things.
Spending money we don't have on things we don't need.
Yeah. But I don't think that's living. Like, wealth means different things to different people, but I don't want financial wealth. I want wealth and happiness from life in moments like these. Now, I'll buy and take as little as I possibly can because ultimate wealth is to be completely self-sufficient.
And that's why I'm here. Above this very cafe, I have a beautiful garden where I grow completely organic fruit and veg. Surely the meaning of life is about having joy.
And joy for me is being here, near the people I love. And when I feel really inspired, I get all creative with my paints and go and sit on the beach or go dancing. All that gives me such joy. I really feel like I have everything I need in abundance. So the question is, what makes you happy? Like right now, what actually makes you happy?
When I'm here? That sounds cheesy.
But it's,
oh, I don't know. No, silly.
No, not at all. I love that it's home to you. And Dad said that you could stay.
What?
Well, you can stay here if you want to.
Yes, please.
And you can stay as long as you like. Or until you find the path that's right for you.
The whole universe holds its breath in anticipation when a person reaches a crossroads, waiting to see what they decide. It doesn't breathe out until they choose their path.
Jesus Christ, what are we, the fucking Waltons? Man up! Okay, dinner time!
right. Oh.
Tonight was a night always remember. I laid in your arms for what felt like forever. I look in your eyes, and the joy's overwhelming. So don't let a sad tear fall for me, 'cause I'm on the rise, and one by one we will stand and become strong. As I'm on the ride, and my eyes are open, as wide as the skies, as deep as the ocean. So if this is my swan song, it won't be a curtain call. So please hear these words I've said. Know there's another way, and us falling down one by one, still by your side. You're not alone. See this as a brightly lit beginning, not a melancholy end. So don't let the sad tears fall for me, 'cause we're on the rise, and one by one we will stand and become strong again.
I don't understand, John. I stood there and I picked him out. I'll never forget what he looks like, ever.
Innocent until proven guilty, Dion. You had been drinking. Not just one drink. Lots of drinks. And you were under a huge amount of pressure. You could be wrong.
Whose side are you on?
I don't choose sides.
And maybe you should.
I am on the side of justice. Dion may be 100% certain it was him, but what if it wasn't?
Don't talk about justice, Ernest. Where's the justice for Lily? Fuck's sake, man.
The system is fallible, John, just like humans are. Mistakes are made. But do you want to be responsible for taking the life of an innocent man?
And what about the life of an innocent girl? That's okay, is it?
I wanted to check you're okay.
I'm so far from okay right now, I don't even know what it looks like anymore.
I'm really sorry, Dion. I don't know what else to say. I know we have a good team working on Lily's case. We'll get him, I'm sure.
And how's that working out for you, Jeff? How's your dream job?
You helping anyone right now?
Great institution. Nice establishment, huh? You're not in the justice business, Jeff. You might as well have handed him the blade.
Dion.
I don't want to hear it. She was just a kid. I held her in my arms and there was nothing I could do. Nothing. I want justice. That boy took her life and I want an eye for an eye. I want justice. I want her back. She was just a kid. I want her back. Can your justice do that? Can your system do that for me? Can you? She was just a baby and I want her back. That's the only thing that's gonna fill this hole that's left. I want her back. She was just a baby. I want her back.
Hey. Please. Play it.
So, this is my last will and testament. Maybe some rambling thoughts and memories. Sounds daft, but you never know what's going to happen. Especially now. Enjoy, I guess. Okay, so here we are in our park, and this is Dion doing nothing as usual.
Lily, get your camera out of my face. It's not on your face. It's on your birthday.
Lily, stop it. Right, so we're here and we're going to ask people what they think and what they...
Hey, look, check this out. Look, these guys are protesting about something. I think it's climate change or something. They'd be great, right?
Sure.
Excuse me, mate, can we ask you some questions about climate change?
Yes, sure. What do you want to know?
Okay, so you're all about like the human race limiting their impact on the planet, right?
Well, yes. You see, we've got to understand the damage that we're doing. For example, 20% of the population consumes 80% of the resources.
Right.
And so we need to change for our future generations.
Okay. So would the best thing for the planet be like, if that 20% of the population was wiped out?
Sorry?
Oh, hypothetically, if we want to conserve 80% of the planet's resources, then we should get rid of or cull that 20% of the population who are consuming them, yeah?
Hypothetically, I guess that would be a solution.
Yeah, the final solution.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So, you're all about saving the planet and hypothetically wiping out the people that are eating away at the planet. So, here's the question. Would you sacrifice yourself and the ones around you in order to do so? Hypothetically, of course. Okay, shh. We're gonna film Dad singing, making a cake.
Till I get away from you.
Dad, I just washed my hair.
Okay, you ready, Lil?
Right, yes.
Yeah?
Go on, stop being a pussy.
Okay, all right. Hey, here's one. Excuse me, darling. I wondered if we could ask you a question.
Not today, thank you.
I'll take that as a no then. Here's, excuse me, mate. Sorry. I wondered if you've got a minute?
Okay.
Just wanted to hear your thoughts on population reduction.
On what, son?
Population reduction. The fact that the government are going to attempt to reduce the population by about 95%.
That would be ridiculous. They'd never get away with it.
And don't you think people always say that just before mass genocide?
No, I don't think so, son. It wouldn't happen. Hey, are you doing a reality TV programme or something? I think you are.
Something like that. Yeah. Very
brilliant.
Good. Anyone you want to say hello to?
Hello to my mum. Sorry you died. Hello to Grandma, I never knew.
Okay, Lil. We're recording.
So John and I have just seen a seminar on the New World Order and population reduction. It's the third one we've been to in a few weeks.
And?
Well, it would seem that they were saying the same sort of thing, that the population is going to be reduced, it's just a question of when.
Lil? You okay?
How can they, John? How can they?
Come here.
The funny thing is, I'm now starting to wonder if global warming and climate change is another way to make us live in fear. And what came before it? Cold War, nuclear testing. I can almost imagine us being frog-marched away from our homes in a martial law kind of way. You know, they'll tell us it's because of climate change and that we can no longer live in our homes and our towns. And no one bats an eyelid.
She'd fucking hate this. This bullshit silence.
Yeah, she would.
Do you remember when we took her to the zoo? She asked the keeper why he kept all the animals locked up.
When he told her, she simply said,
How would he like to be locked up in a cage?
Poor man didn't know what to do with himself.
Why did you call her Lily?
when you die, you get buried or cremated, one way or another. You end up back in the earth, back in the soil. And the soil grows plants. So one way or another, I like to think that we come back as a flower.
Why Lily? Why not some other flower?
Bunch of lilies was the first thing I saw when she was born. She looks like a lily. Looked like a lily.
I don't understand. How can you all be so calm and cool about this?
We've all been waiting for it to happen. Just didn't know how it was going to rear its ugly head.
What?
The New World Order.
Population reduction.
Is that what you and Lily were filming?
Yeah. We were filming in case anything happened to us.
Tell me.
There's no going back from this, dear. Everything will change for you once you know.
Tell me.
I believe we are enslaved in a society where we will not be free to think or feel or do anything other than consume. Slaves for work to buy things beyond our means. Living in fear of terrorism. I believe this is to blindside us, trick us into a situation where they, the powers that be, will wipe us out. Kill most of us. Kill all of us here. They are going to reduce the population. That is what I believe.
It's sad to think that there may need to be a population limit on the Earth. Maybe there does. We can't keep on doing what we're doing.
There will be a global population reduction until there are only 500 million people left. Although I believe that this planet can support 2 billion humans perfectly comfortably.
How do you know that?
It's a question of space and the resources that space has, and using those resources to survive and not exploiting them.
Almost 7 billion humans use too many resources. This leads to a very uncertain future for us all.
Right, climate change.
Climate change occurs naturally. That's why we have the Ice Age.
So now you're telling me that climate change is fake?
As you know it.
Why do you recycle? Why do you recycle?
I'm doing my bit.
So you're trying to save the planet?
Yeah.
How precious of you to think that you could save the planet. if she needed saving, especially from us, she'd just wipe us out. Hypothetically, if we want to conserve 80% of the planet's resources, then we should get rid of, or cull, that 20% of the population who are consuming them, yeah?
Hypothetically, I guess that would be a solution.
Yeah, the final solution.
We use so much of the planet's resources that there's just no balance. Soon we would have depleted the resources so much that life can't be sustained. And then everything would die.
How would they reduce the population? We're not stupid.
Hitler said, the bigger the lie, the more the people will believe it.
I think it would be done, hit the style. The armed forces are going to kill us. They'll follow orders. It's what they've been trained to do. They're being taught to be racists. The army are already killing people in other countries. People in power are using fear to fuel the racism. How long before they use this racism to make soldiers turn on their own? Innocent people living in a police state.
So it had begun, controlling and monitoring the movement of individuals within the society, putting chips in passports, ID cards, CCTV.
They're using this orchestrated ruse to convince the public to accept Big Brother-type controls. And then they will intentionally reduce the mass of the world's population. Mass genocide on a scale never seen before. There are a mass of ways they could introduce population slaughter. More staged events, orchestrated and maneuvered conflicts, and the use of bioengineered diseases. Vaccines. It could come in vaccines. Women are being encouraged to get sterilized. What if they're using cervical cancer jabs? Not this generation, but the next. Prevention and cure for cancer. Or having babies.
That's madness.
You're right. They'd never wait 2 generations.
In the event that I am reincarnated, I'd like to come back as a deadly virus. So as to contribute to solving overpopulation. Prince Philip said that. Bioengineered pathogens are being created to eliminate ethnic groups, such as blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, homosexuals.
Homosexuals? Surely that would keep the population down.
Yes, but it's not nature's way. Love is not a factor when you're dealing with how the few procreate.
Natural selection, where the only natural element is the powers that be.
Population control already happens in China. You have to have a license before you can have a second child.
Come on, Dion. How many times have you thought about how unfair it is that you have to work to have a good life, whereas others breed and get given benefits and homes? How often have you wondered, like many others, what real value they bring to the world?
Population reduction programs eliminate a mind-blowing 95% of the population.
Eugenics is the pseudoscience of culling the excess population.
Fake science.
Got that.
Who's your clever girl?
It'll be done in a barbaric fashion using draconian methods, and this global holocaust will probably come out from under the flag of the UN.
I can almost imagine us being frog-marched away from our homes in a martial law kind of way. And no one bats an eyelid.
Almost 95% of the population.
13 out of every 14 people killed, destroyed, and murdered.
In order to stabilize world population, they need, or want, to dispose of 6.5 billion people. It's a horrible thing to say, but isn't it just as bad not to say it?
How can they, John? How can they?
Come here. Questions?
What?
You've got questions?
Oh shit, Sherlock. Well, it's just... Oh, for fuck's sake, Dion, structure a sentence. bullshit. It's got to be.
Why?
Because that would make my whole life a lie.
And what if it is?
What if it is? John, really? If my whole life is a lie, what do I do now?
You must be the change you wish to see in the world, Dion. What this means...
Ernest. Got it. Literally, I've got it.
Oh, that's a lot to think about, Dion. But that's what you've got to do. Just take the time to think about it.
Sharon.
Sharon!
How? Hey, Dee. Come in.
Want me to deal you in, Dion?
No, thanks.
Come on, I'll be gentle with you.
How can you believe all that stuff?
Oh. So we're going to talk about it, are we, Princess?
Yeah. Just don't get it. How can you both believe that crap? Ernest, you're like ridiculously intelligent. Why? Well, how can you believe it? Well, surely it's up there with JFK and Princess Diana. It's all conspiracy stuff.
And if you get me
That's
started...
what I mean. You sound like crazies, you really do. And not questioning everything like you told me. I'm questioning everything I know about you. And how much I like you. And that's really...
Shit.
Just a bit. You're telling me that left is right and up is down and I can't buy it.
Why?
Seriously?
Play building blocks with me.
What?
Ernest?
Please, Dion. Just one game.
One game.
How did it fall?
How did it fall? Forwards.
Why?
Well, it's about balance. You take it out one side, the balance is off, it topples over, and gravity pulls it down.
Every time?
Yeah.
Are you certain?
Yeah.
Now, when we play this, we pull out blocks from all over the structure because we don't want to be responsible for it falling over. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What happens if we only pull out blocks from one side?
Same thing.
Please demonstrate. So, they fall over,
Yeah.
not down.
No. Ernest, what's your point?
With any kind of building blocks, when you pull out the blocks from the side, it falls over at that point. Well, then explain to me how, when an aeroplane was flown into one of the Twin Towers on September the 11th, that building collapsed in on itself. What about the other tower? Scientifically, mathematically, or blockily, Those buildings should have fallen over, not inwards. I mean, I'll concede to the idea that by some sort of miracle, one of those towers could have collapsed in on itself. But both of them? I'm afraid I doubted that the moment I watched it happen live. It is inconceivable that those planes brought those buildings down.
But watch a controlled demolition, it looks the same.
If a picture says 1,000 words, then our eyes can see 1,000 lies. See it to believe it.
Who would... How could... Who would do that? Why would they?
Fear.
9/11, like 7/7, was pure theatre. Nothing more.
September the 11th, 2001 was a ruse, a show, a charade that even a child could identify.
Bullshit. No fucking way. No way.
Dion, you need to understand.
Not from us, she doesn't. She's got to do it herself.
Pardon?
She's got to do it herself. She's got to look, research, make an educated judgment. We can't do that for her. Right?
Right.
Here's a laptop. On this bookcase, there are hundreds of books you can read. Here, and this is the address for the British Library, home of every book in the country, and the address of a smaller bookshop. They can tell you about workshops and seminars you can go to. We've shown you the door. It's up to you to open it. I'd say slowly, slowly catch a monkey, but they want to reduce the population by about 95%. Not sure you can afford to be slowly, slowly. Do you?
You don't know all the troubles I've seen, twisted faces, the places I've been, not just in my land but far away. It's been carried whole in our heads here to stay. I've been, not just in my land but far away. It's been carried all in our heads here to stay.
It may be worth considering other books such as 1984, Brave New World, Fahrenheit 451, and even more recently, The Celestine Prophecy. Yes, all works of fiction, yet all these books throw up some very interesting ideas about dystopian society, lots of which have in fact come true. Big Brother is watching. This is quite literally true, with a huge amount of CCTV, chips in passports, and the want of ID cards.
Are you suggesting that novelists are predicting the future?
No,
With that in mind, I suppose book burning will become popular.
It already has. Books being burnt in playgrounds because of their content, satanic verses.
That's ridiculous.
Hi.
We were worried.
I just needed a few days.
I needed to let it settle in. I wanted to see a seminar or two.
How did you find them?
Good.
Liar. They totally messed with your head, didn't they?
Just a bit.
You got any questions?
A billion.
Sweet tea and chocolate cake then?
Not right now, Proof, if that's okay. I just want a hot shower and some sleep.
Dion, this is your home. You can do what you want to do.
Thanks.
Yeah, go get a shower. You stink. You look like shit.
And see, no longer blinded by our eyes.
Do you think she's going to be okay?
Are any of us? Dion? D, let me in. I know you're not in the shower. Open the door, babe. I've got a nice cold beer with your name on it.
How did you know I wasn't in the shower?
The way the water runs sounds different when there's a body underneath it.
Spend a lot of time listening at bathroom doors.
Only when you're behind them.
What did you want, John?
Well, I thought after a beer you might be up for an action replay. I wanted to know what that question was.
What question?
The one that's tearing you apart inside. What is it? What do you want to ask?
Do you really think they'll reduce the population?
There it is. You want the answer that'll bring you some peace or the truth? Okay. The truth, as Jonathan Wills sees it. I hope the population won't be reduced. But that kind of hope seems pointless when everything I read leads me to believe it will happen. Question is how they're going to do it. For the population to be reduced by 92.85%, for it to be under 500 million, 13 in every 14 people must die. Pretty sure that's everyone we know. You already got Lily.
What are you on about? That boy got Lily.
But what motivated the boy? I'm pretty sure if he was honest about what caused the fight, it would be about girls or money or worse, respect. Only a system as fucked as ours would allow us to kill each other over nothing. The system is set to fail because it's based on greed. Maybe they won't commit mass genocide or exterminate us. Maybe they'll just create an environment where we turn on each other, like the riots. We'll do the job for them.
Dion.
Can I come in?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah. Just wanted to see a familiar face. Get a sense of normality.
We've been through a crazy couple of months. Losing Lily's going to be hard on you for a while.
It's not just losing Lily. It's why we did. And all of the other things I wasn't awake to.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Sure I would.
Population reduction. The government, or at least the powers that be, that want to reduce the world's population to 500 million. That's 1 in 14 to live, Jeff. And they've built these concentration camps everywhere. They're all over America. 9/11, 7/7, other terrorist attacks that have been staged so that we live in fear. And we're told to buy things that we don't need with money that we don't have. And we believe in this bullshit system that's supposed to set us free, but really and truly it just enslaves us. There's biological attacks in food, in medicines. But they want to kill us. They want us to kill each other for this system. And there's greed. We want things that we don't need, and we're killing each other to get them. Killing Lily.
Stop, Dion. Slow down. I don't even know half of what you just said. You sound like a crazy person.
I know. I can't even tell you the things that I've seen and read in the last 3 weeks. I'd just be talking at you. I want you to see them for yourself. Sorry, I'm just really missing Lily today. More than normal.
It's okay. What can I do? I hate it when you do that.
I know. Read it when I've gone. You're a good man, Jeff.
I try.
The things I've written down. Look at them. Do that for me.
I promise.
You always did keep your promises. It's one of the things I love about you. Thank you for everything.
Go and do it in a mine.
Jeff, what's happened? You look like you've seen a ghost. What's the matter?
Go and get your stuff. You're leaving.
What are you on about?
I looked, Dion. I researched. I looked at the stuff you asked me to. Keep my promise and all.
You did? And?
Is that what they've been showing you?
No.
They're no better than the terrorists I hunt.
Jeff?
Don't you move, you twisted fuck.
Hey, okay.
Take an innocent girl and turn the world upside down.
Jeff, what the fuck are you doing?
I said, we're going. Get your fucking hands off my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend. She wasn't your girlfriend when she was in the shower with me.
Measures have been taken to secure the safety of American citizens.
You've been fucking him. No wonder your mind's been polluted by his bullshit. You always were easily led. Especially once a boy's been inside you.
Easy, mate.
Stop it, Jeff, please. Please stop.
Disturbing reports are coming in from across the United States of America.
Ruth.
Please. Please, don't please me. That's what this has been all about. Fucking him.
That's the evacuation.
Look at Lily. Such bullshit emotions from you to get what you want. Screw you off.
Ruth.
Buying into his bullshit.
Proof, damn it. Try your phone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't I? What are you doing with that phone?
John, check the CB radio.
Oi, does anybody want to pay attention to the guy with the fucking gun?
No.
What the fuck?
Just think about what you're doing for a moment. You're holding 4 people at gunpoint. Think about your job.
My job?
You're holding us hostage.
Hostage? Yeah, he looks like being held hostage to me. What the fuck are you doing?
Jeff, no!
Listen.
Only guessing, mind, that most towns are going to feel a military presence pretty soon. I hate to say it, people, but I think it's begun. I hope you're prepared, although I'm not sure what they're going to do from here. But I think it's survival of the fittest time. Darwinism is in full swing. My suggestion is, if there's no military with you now, get out. Get into the hills or the woods, somewhere with all your supplies, or haul up where you are. Stay quiet, ration food, and last as long as you can. Good luck all. I'm out.
For most, this is nothing more than a story, a diversion from the outside world. But within some of you, a feeling is starting to stir. It doesn't matter where you're from, what culture you're from, what colour your skin is, what God you believe in, or if you believe in a God at all. You will be affected. The cracks are beginning to show. Maybe you choose to ignore it. Maybe you don't know how to face it, or maybe you think you're alone in this. For most, this is nothing more than a story, a diversion from the outside world. But within some of you, a feeling is starting to stir. It's time to stand up, with eyes open, ears down to the ground. A change is long overdue. So wake up. Question everything. Are you awake? Wake up. Now.